Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is the June 28th edition, 2019 of the From the Bench podcast. I'm your host, Mark Janish. It's been about 6 months, I would say, since a podcast has been delivered on Stitcher and or Spotify or Libsyn. So we're back. Today's topics include a little bit on NBA free agency. It does look like that the Golden State Warriors will submit an offer to Klay Thompson for 5 years, $190 million when free agency begins Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'll probably come back maybe Sunday night and Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening with more free agency stuff. Looks like Kemba Walker going to the Boston Celtics. And, of course, we're still waiting on Kawhi Leonard's decision where he's going. Apparently, the Lakers are in the mix. Don't want to get Laker Nation too excited about that. But I was thinking he may go to the Clippers in the fact that the Clippers are a more stable organization, and perhaps the fact that Steve Ballmer, the deep-pocketed former Microsoft employee, and, of course, the logo, Jerry West, working with Doc Rivers to formulate a team with sixth man Lou Williams, sixth man of the year, just announced last week, and also Clippers, up-and-coming Clippers, 48 wins, 34 losses. But it does look like Kawhi has most of the cards here. So we'll see what he does. 3 p.m. Sunday, June 30, is the beginning of the free agency period. Players will not be able to make things official until July 6th. Now, the Team USA versus France in the Women's World Cup in the quarterfinal game just completed. Megan Rapinoe scored 2 goals, one in minute 5 and one in minute 65 to propel the U.S. to a date with the Lionesses of England on Tuesday, July 2nd. I would look for Lucy Braun and Ellen White to be weapons for the United Kingdom. Going to be another tough game for the United States. In this instance against France, Wendy Renard, 6'2", midfielder for Team France and host France in this case, scored in the 81st minute, but it was not enough as team defense out of the 5-4-1 alignment for Jill Ellis and the United States leads the United States to the victory. The United States was outshot 14-10, outpossessed. The United States outshot France 14-10. 5 shots on goal for Team USA. Excellent game on the outside by Megan Rapinoe. But this game was led by Kelly O'Hara, Becky Sauerbrunn, and the back line of the United States. Tremendous job by Jill Ellis on the back line. Choices she made in the chess match that was this game. So good luck to the United States. Tomorrow's game is going to be Italy and the Netherlands and Germany, Sweden. In the United States, that should be on Fox Sports 1. Check your local time and listings. I do know that here on the Pacific Coast of the United States, first game on the pitch will be 6 a.m. start time, followed by Germany and Sweden. So good luck to those that are seeking to qualify for the semifinals. The United States advancing in a tight game, but a well-played game, well-focused game for the United States, 2-1. Now, in that game also, something that I usually look for, the French outpossessed the United States 61-39, and that usually spells trouble for any winning team. However, the United States did take some risks on the outside, and once again, the back line of the United States with Crystal Dunn, Becky Sauerbrunn, and Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, and Sam Mewis, and others did a tremendous job. What I would like to say is glad to be back here. It's been a while due to some circumstances, some secondary studies. I'm trying to complete a degree. Got one more class to go starting in August, so I'm happy to be back here. We're going to go ahead and address some NBA stuff soon. Well, if I were the Lakers at this time, I wouldn't spend the $32 million in cap money that's been freed up with a trade of, among others, Isaac Bonga and Mo Wagner to the Wizards. The Lakers were able to find a third team to participate to give them some cap relief. So instead of $27 million, including a choice by Anthony Davis to relinquish a $4 million trade bonus, giving the Lakers, instead of $27 million for free agency, they brought them up to the $32 million mark. Well, the Lakers, over the years, at least the last 5 years, have not made the playoffs. If LeBron James is not injured for 18 games, they probably make the playoffs because of the time the Lakers were in the fourth position in the Western Conference. But now with a lighter Western Conference, the Lakers surely have a shot to make some noise. But right now, Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis are the only signed players, because all of them have been shipped off to New Orleans or dispatched, because what the Lakers did to free that cap space ultimately last year was they decided that they would only sign guys, not hire guys, but sign guys to one-year contracts, thus making it easier at the end of the season to go for 1 to 2 max free agents in this cycle. Now, at this particular point, I wouldn't necessarily want to dust off the Larry O'Brien trophy. I think the Lakers need some shooters, and I don't know who those are going to be, but I guarantee you, I believe they do need a point guard. Rajon Rondo last year did not necessarily work out for the Lakers due to injury and a few other things. But we'll see what happens in Laker Nation around when training camp starts in the month of October. And right now we also have some international baseball coming up. The Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees will be playing in England in a soccer stadium. That should be interesting in the sense that the stadium they're playing in, the fences are only 385 feet to center field and 330 feet down the line. That'll be on Fox, the local Fox and your local Fox network affiliate tomorrow afternoon, or in our case on the West Coast Pacific time, it'll be in the morning. And then Sunday's game will be on the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network. So I want you to go ahead and enjoy that. I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported and listening. If you'd like to support Access Media Global and you want to see this podcast survive, you want to have quality program and commentary continue, you can certainly support me by going to accessmediaglobal.com, which is my own website. If you'd like to contribute, you certainly may do so in the upper right-hand corner of the homepage. I don't ask for money that often. I do this because I love the games and love giving you information. However, airtime costs money. And this platform that we're on, as far as Libsyn, is the support at $20 US a month. We'll keep the podcast going. So I want to go ahead and give you an opportunity to do that. This is not a high-pressure situation, but if you want to continue to have quality grassroots programming continue here at accessmediaglobal.com, you can certainly go ahead and give. Go to the home page, and on the upper right-hand corner, you'll see various giving opportunities with your credit, debit card, or PayPal. So go ahead and do that if you'd like. We're going to go ahead and just continue to move on with some of the sports of the day. Tomorrow's games are going to be Sweden and Germany, and Italy and the Netherlands going to be playing two more quarterfinal matches. 6 a.m. will be the start time on the West Coast. 9 a.m. for Game 2. That's again on Fox Sports 1 in the United States. Please check your local listings. And I just want to say thank you to the international audience for listening today. This has been the From the Bench podcast. I'm your host, Mark Janish. Bienvenue. Buenas tardes, and good afternoon from the West Coast of the United States, Pacific Time Zone, and Southern California. I'm Mark Janish, your host. Once again, the United States advancing to face the Lionesses of England with a 2-1 victory over host France. Tuesday, July 2nd, will be the semifinal game, and we'll continue to have reports on the games, statistics, and other things of this sort. You have a good afternoon, and once again, this has been the From the Bench podcast. For now, I'm Mark Janish. We'll be back on Sunday. We're going to talk some free agency in the NBA and where everybody landed and where the dominoes fell, because where the dominoes fall is going to determine where other players, maybe not necessarily your top-tier free agents go, but your second-tier guys, and what teams will do with various cap room, whether they have it or not. Because in the case of the Los Angeles Lakers, which I was addressing, they need to fill in most of their roster with guys who can fit into that $32 million cap space. Or if you have a trade or mid-level exception. But we'll get into more of that Sunday afternoon. Free agency begins 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. So until then, I'm Mark Janish. Listen on Libsyn, Stitcher, and Spotify. This is the From the Bench podcast. Hope you've enjoyed the program. It's a short program for today. We'll be back on Sunday, talk some NBA free agency. Until next time, I'm Mark Janish, your host. Once again, this has been the From the Bench podcast. You can go to accessmediaglobal.com for more podcasts and more sports information at your leisure. Have a good day, everyone, and thanks for listening.